Thank you very much for having me here.
Daria, can you tell us a little bit of where you're calling in from and what's your background a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So they actually started, I'm in e-commerce for 11 years and I started my professional my career in China. I used to work in Chinese logistic companies, then in Chinese marketplaces, in Russian marketplaces, the thing what I saw with Chinese sellers that they are very powerful and very smart, and they utilizing data in very good, effective way, and that how we started SellScreen and Sellematics. So basically, they are data company. They provide analytics tools for marketplaces and retailers. They have two businesses. One is for like beginners, and second is for like established brands. Other clients are like L'Oreal, Procter and Gamble, and many other great international companies. Today we're gonna talk about very specific things. Is basically like marketplaces and like how approach them, how to start with them, and if it's worth it to choose these channels as a e-commerce channel to start the business. So we collect data on multiple marketplaces: Amazon, Noon, Talabat, Nana, and Shopify. So basically Shopify for your e-market, so you can see what's going on in the D2C sector, and also some marketplaces and delivery services as well. So for us as a tech company, we 1 year ago we faced the issue that we need to actually to diversify our business and to launch our headquarters in any other country. And for us as a company, we faced the issue which market to go. And actually the first market we decided to go wasn't Middle East. It was US market, and we learned from other mistakes. So like basically very few markets, e-commerce market in the world. Basically we characterize them as US, European Union, LATAM, Latin America, Southeast Asia, and Middle East. So as you see here, the smallest market, it's like the estimation of the size could be different between different sources, but anyway, there are like the fact is this market size is not that big compared to, for example, like other emerging markets such as Southeast Asia or Latin America, and definitely not that big as US and European Union. But why we decide to do this, and why we think that this market is potentially one of the best choice for sellers and for those who want to get into e-commerce business in the region, because competition. So basically here you can see the number of sellers on marketplaces, number of active stores on marketplaces, and we can see that in US they have around 1 million stores active, and in the MENA region there's only 30,000 sellers, like 30,000 sellers, which makes the competition very low. So the second thing is like their assumption of their for the market growth. So MENA market, of course, is one of the best place, and here they see numbers on online retailers, and of course, if you ask today, they have great opportunity to talk with like representative for marketplace. They even more ambitious, and they're gonna see, I guess, in few next years higher growth rate. So the main marketplaces and retailers. Actually marketplaces in the region, I would say it's Amazon and Noon. Of course, there are other players, but for those who start the working in the Middle East, it's like very important to start with something decent. And for Middle East is those two. I'm sure that you're very familiar with Amazon and Noon, although is there misunderstanding of the size of the marketplaces, and also the size of the niche on marketplaces, and also like the size of the sellers, like 1P part, like basically sellers as Amazon and Noon itself on marketplace. So what you can see here, the main areas you can research is actually you can understand what kind of products you are, what kind of niche you are in. Are you in trending products, seasonal products, or basic products? And then you need to understand the few things to minimize your risk once you go into the market. The first thing is understanding of required the documents and license. I'm sure my colleagues from the logistic companies gonna respond to these issues. Second thing, choose the right category, understand the size of the category, and of course calculate unit economy. And here I'm gonna demonstrate my screen. Great. So
this is what we get into it. I mean, just if you're not paying attention, and you're doing other things here, check this out, because this is a tool that tells you the under the hood of what's actually being sold, where, what, how. It's really cool.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so basically our approach always remains the same. They collect all the data on daily basis, and how they get the data. Also, because we are working with the clients, they verify the data very, very carefully. So we can say they have accuracy rate around 85-90%. Let's go to the data. So basically, the first misconception could be, like arise in when you started with the market, is actually the size of the categories and what categories are selling the best. So now we have data for the last months, and you can see that the first category, of course, is electronic and mobiles, which is very similar to what like for example logistics statistic show. But the second category, for example, for marketplaces, we can check Amazon as well, it's going to be pretty much similar, is actually home and kitchen, and then beauty and health, and then it's fashion. So here is like the major thing is actually understanding what the size of the category, because again, market is small. And if now in Noon UAE, we can check the same data for Noon Saudi. Number is going to be like actually very, very close. You're going to also have the chance to check the data yourself. Anyway, market is small. And you need to be very careful if you go to the certain sales channel, like for example marketplace, and understand like what the size of the category. Although it doesn't make sense to not to sell in this in this market because of this reason. It's just estimation the risks. So let's check the brand generic. So generic is like all the products which sells without any kind of brand. So basically, you also can see here that there are a number of products for generic which are generating decent amount of revenue. And this is actually very, very good thing. Okay, so let me get back to the presentation. The very important thing is actually understanding like who is the main players in the market. So you also can see the market share of each seller of each brand. And this is the like very critical to understand also like what kind of competition you have and what kind of price range you're working in. The understanding the category and understanding of the size of the competitors, like the market share and the sales, is also a critical thing. Of course, because for some categories, we can see that categories don't have like much competition. So you actually go and dominate the category. And if you're already selling on Amazon, you understand how it's important, like to actually to own your niche, because like within the time, it's getting very, very hard for new players to compete with those who has like large number of reviews and good reputation on marketplace. And of course, understand the price level. So basically, like what kind of niche you need to get, like where is the competition is less, and what actually the size of your niche you are selling in. Here what I would say from my personal experience with the clients, and especially those who just starting, it's very interesting market because many sellers are big, they handling large number of SKUs, so they're not able to actually to work like with each SKU, with each brand, and it's a good opportunity to those who can take care of the content, take care of the reviews, etc. So actually, there are a lot of room for growth in marketplaces in UAE and Saudi Arabia. Here is like the number of KPIs which you need to check. Then you are starting with the marketplace and understanding like the category you are selling in, which is the revenue or sales for selected period for this category, the average bill for your competitors, the number of products which are available in the category, actually the number of competitors you can see, the products, the sales, what percentage of products with sales are in the category, the average stock, which is very important because it's critical to have stocks in marketplace warehouse because customers here are very very tricky, and they need to everything delivered next day, and average rating, of course, and understanding your price segment, your price, basically price segment. Okay, of course, you can also choose the niche by the keywords. So we in the tool have the number of search queries for each per each keyword. So for example, here you can see that for this word, it is actually the spelling for abaya, I guess, the mistake spelling for abaya. You can see the 33,000 people search for this query for the last week. You can see here only 20 products available, and there is the number of sales for the last week.
Thank you very much.